Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Erin and today I'm going to be filming a bit of a juicy get ready with me. So basically, I'm also going to be doing my makeup, but at the same time I have had a few topics sent to me, like 2 scenarios as well have been thrown in there to just talk about, give advice on, I guess, in a way. But yeah, a bit more of a juicy one. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm also getting ready at the same time, so I'm in a bit of a rush as well, which is always great. It's always fun. The first topic that has been sent in, the first 2 are kind of linked together. So one of them is how to deal with well, hang on, let me backtrack on that. There's basically a lot of the topics are all linked together. It's sort of about how to deal with exams, how to deal with the change between A-levels and GCSEs, how to deal with balancing everything. So I'm going to talk about that all first. So firstly, how to deal with change between A-level and GCSEs. I don't really know if I dealt with it all that well, but one thing I will say is that from the beginning, I always made sure I understood everything to the best of my ability after lessons and stuff, and if I didn't, then I'd go home and I'd read over it. And I'd say that's a pretty big thing to do. You don't want to fall behind your work in sixth form before your A-levels because, well, I mean, I never did them, but they're quite a big deal, so. And also dealing with the balance, because obviously, I think for a lot of people, sixth form, college, A-levels, all of that, is quite a big social life. It's the time when you have, your main social life. You know, it gets a bit more sociable than GCSEs in year 11. So I will say keeping up to date with your work as well helps you get that balance, just because then I just looked at myself, I literally look like a mess. But yeah, if you have that balance and you're up to date with your work, then going out on the weekend or even after school, if you're up to date with all your homework, it just makes it a lot less stressful. Because obviously if you're up to date with it and you go out, you're not thinking about all the work you have to do when you go back home, and because it's done already. Make use of your free periods and stuff, and just make sure you stay as up to date as you can with everything. I just had another point in my head and it's completely gone, but that is definitely the main thing, staying up to date with everything and trying to yeah, just stay on top of it. If you fall behind, you'll definitely notice you'll be a lot more stressed out. Because it's very hard to then you'll be losing out a lot of your social life just to try and catch up, which is annoying, obviously. But yeah, I definitely had another point and I cannot remember what it was. One thing I will say as well is a lot of people have asked me over the years of sixth form how I kept my job for the 2 years. Because I had a lot of friends that had jobs in the beginning of year 12 and quit. Because they just didn't have the time, they couldn't find the time. And I would say that also links into just having that balance and keeping up to date with your work. Because if I wasn't up to date with my work, then obviously going to do my job as well, because I also only did 2 shifts a week, I didn't overdo it or anything. But yeah, definitely staying on top of your work and stuff is definitely a big thing with keeping stress down, because if you're on top, you have nothing to stress about if you have nothing to do. But yeah, definitely making the most of your free periods. I'd also say as well, know when to put your social life on hold, as in during exams, during mocks. You need to understand that obviously your social life is not as important as exams. And if you miss out on a few weeks of social life just because you're revising, you after those exams you can still go and socialise. It's not going to go anywhere. You're still going to have your friends to go out with, and I think you'll find your friends will be in the same position where they want to start prioritising their schoolwork over their exams. So yeah, I definitely say know when to prioritise what, because there are certainly times when you're tempted to go out and you probably shouldn't. But yeah, so another thing I got sent by one of my friends was like how to deal with like all of your friends leaving for uni. I mean, so far like only one person that I know has left, but a lot of my friends are leaving within the next couple of weeks. Obviously I'm leaving as well, but like there's not really, I feel like the only way to deal with it is to like throw yourself into like, I mean, I don't know, I'm just guessing because I haven't had to deal with it really yet, but to like throw yourself into your new circumstance. So like if all your friends are leaving and you're starting an apprenticeship, just throw yourself into that apprenticeship, and like you probably won't miss them as much as you think you will. That sounds really bad, but yeah. But also like, and if you're going to uni and obviously all your friends are going to like different unis, like throw yourself into your uni. Like you'll soon make new friends, and like yeah, you'll miss your other friends, but like they're coming home at Christmas and stuff. Like I don't think it's that deep. I think it's just bad for like the first 2 weeks when you like feel a bit lonely and like you don't really have many new friends, and then like you make your new friends and probably get used to it quite quickly. I'm really rushing this makeup today. Okay, I'm gonna read out one of the scenarios and start talking about that. So someone sent in, I'm keeping these anonymous by the way. So her last boyfriend broke up with her after 11 months because he said she was sad and boring. That's a bit mean, I can't lie. And she's now talking to 5 different people and she doesn't want to commit to any of them because she's scared the same thing will happen again. What I have to say about that is, basically, I don't think you should commit to anyone, if I'm being honest. You're only young. I know how old she is, she's my age. Like, you're only young. And like, you've obviously were with someone for 11 months. That's quite a long time. Just enjoy your freedom for a bit, if I'm being honest. Just play the field, why not? And like, you'll know when you're ready to commit. Like, if at the moment you don't feel ready to commit, then maybe you've not found the right person. Going out for leavers drinks tonight, because obviously like we're all leaving for uni. Like one of my friends leaves next Wednesday, so we thought we'd just do it today. And it was took a long time to organise and stuff. But yeah, I'm just I'm gonna be late probably, but it's fine. When am I not? It's really weird with me, yeah, because for school and things, I'm always like so on time. Like I don't think I was ever late for school unless I had like an appointment or something. Like I was never late. To be fair, my mum did drive me, but still, like I was never late leaving the house and stuff. But like for like general life things like meeting friends, I'm always late, which is probably better because you don't really have the consequences, but still it is kind of bad. I shouldn't really be late. Right, so I only have one more scenario to talk about, so I'm gonna have to drag this out. So the next one is, so this girl was at her friend's house and there was a boy there that she was speaking to. She'd been speaking to for a while, and he winked at her and kept laughing at her jokes, and she said that she's not funny, but I think she's quite funny. And then the next day she popped up to him and he just sort of like deaded the conversation, which is great. So what I would say to that is quite simple really. I can't really drag this one out. Is drop him. Yeah, like I would probably just forget about that one, because you don't want to be begging it. If they're not interested, then they're lost really at the end of the day. I wouldn't go and chase it. Personally, I would just say goodbye. But yeah, I really thought I would have a lot to talk about. Let me check that I didn't miss anything. Oh, I did miss something actually, with the whole like changing sixth forms and stuff. Like I changed schools as well, so someone has asked of like how you dealt with changing schools. Again, I don't think I dealt with that very well. I say it actually took me quite a long time, not to settle into the school, but to find my group of friends again. Like I don't know, the first term I was like in and out of groups. And then I would say like the end of the first term towards like the second term, like that's when I started to find like 2 of my best friends now that are girls. And I would say like the whole group probably didn't form, like my whole big group that I have now didn't form until like year 13. Like I had friends, like obviously, but like the actual like solid group of like, there's like 10 of us, didn't properly form until like year 13. End of year 12, beginning of year 13. So I would say like it definitely is, I don't know if it took other people as long as me, but it was definitely really weird. One thing I would say, which I wasn't expecting, like if you are moving schools, is like it is really weird because obviously you still think you're going to be friends with like your old friends, which I am still friends with the girls from my old school, but like when you move, like you're like not in the loop as much as you were. So like obviously when you were going to the same school, you'd know everything that was going on and you'd see them all the time, whereas like when you move, you don't see them as much, and like you don't know like as much that's going on. And I don't know, it's really weird because like you're not really in that group, but you're not really in a new group, and I found that like it was really weird, like settling in to find friends. But the school in general, like teaching and all of that, like I settled in really quickly. Like that wasn't a problem at all. Like you just got to sort of throw yourself in, you get used to it. Like it wasn't really a big change for me, like that, doing that, if that makes sense.
Are you videoing? Oh, sorry. Looking good.
Get out. I knew she was gonna walk in. So annoying. She just wants to be famous, guys. I feel like I've just beat like the sunset. Like it's gonna get really dark in a minute, and I've almost finished filming. Right guys, I'm gonna do my lips and stuff after, just because I need to brush my teeth, and otherwise all my lips and stuff are gonna come off. But this is basically my finished look. Just did quite a bronzy eye, quite a lot of highlight. I'm gonna probably like blend that out a bit. But thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, please give it a like, comment and subscribe down below. Follow my Instagram and my TikTok for extra content. And I will see you next Sunday at 6 PM.